table de divination en argent, soit... de quelle sorte... Bien, voyons voir quelle quantité. Super, c'est juste ce qu'il me fallait. Ok, tout... Encore, tu ne me voleras rien aujourd'hui. Hé, où t'en vas-tu? Attends voir. Je...
Take thy sword. Duel with someone fair and square.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Merci.
Time. A little trick. Oh. Shit.
I believe in you.
Bravo.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
I know the moon, and this is an alien city.
The sword is drawn.
Don't blink.
Nice move.
Time. Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
My sword sharp.
Oh. Don't blink.
Sempre caro mi tu quest'ermo cole. I believe in you.
Merci.
Time.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
The sword is drawn.
Don't blink.
It's all right.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Bravo.
My sword sharp.
Oh.
Fight for the unarmed.
Sempre caro mi tu quest'ermo cole.
Nice move.
Time.
You found the right verse for me.
Merci.
A little trick.
I know the moon, and this is an alien city.
Never hesitate.
Depict the world I have
Bravo.
never seen before.
Merci.
Each moment, now night.
Ha! The sword is drawn.
Whatever.
Follow the
But
will
yet-
of gods.
Fine.
Swallow my exhaust.
I will pray for you. Sorry. Il est tard. Oh. Préparez les axes. Je ne dois pas me laisser distraire à nouveau. Il reste 3 minutes. Je dois purifier la... Allons. Bon, yeux fermés. Elle se trouve de l'autre. Voilà le moment. Apparaît dans la sphère occulte.
Matilda, are you...
Mais quoi, qu'est-ce qui se passe?
I'm sorry. I need to ask you...
I'm busy! Wait! Now, tell me your request.
Could you please read the future for me?
All right. Okay.
Okay,
Are you here to...
I am here to...
Tell me.
The vision? I see myself. There are... Every time people on it, I can feel...
Are you sad about it?
I feel...
I see.
There is something bright on
You are attracted to it. What about
the other deck. I can trace back every step.
Perhaps that symbolizes Sonetto. I can see the conflict between your instincts. I heard you had anything happen.
I said something. I was not properly... I was unable to... What choice should I make?
The bright... Have you ever... Sonetto. Maybe something...
I tried 4 years ago. I let them go. That was the worst. I am ready.
Okay. The reality has shown it. Take the path you have already taken. You shall bend...
Listen to the voice in my mind. I see. I should not have... Thank you, Matilda. Your divination is very helpful.
Yeah. You should have known the resourcefulness of Mademoiselle For your information, those seeking my help must make an appointment.
You were very serious during the divination. However, I am more familiar with the way you talk now. It reminds me of our... Thank you for making time. If you need my help next time, please let... Good night.
Richard tends to Gloria, black agate, also.
The situation doesn't look...
Do you have any news, Mark?
Someone is spreading the minutes of your last meeting. I didn't get any direct evidence, but apparently every voter has read the anonymous minutes. The topic about Vertin. It has become a
Double envelopment. No wonder that to reject the draft during the committee meeting. So she is planning for the law to bring down the voting.
a draft that has failed.
Did anyone?
Not yet.
Just as this draft is not about Vertin. To reach that, we need to meet the expectations of those groups.
Actually, We do have an opportunity to change.
Opportunity.
I hereby challenge Delegate Mark Hall to a public debate on the revised draft of Storm. This draft of his will, I believe, it is net.
See, I knew they were going.
You want to accept this challenge?
Oh, the intern. If I step back, they will.
Mark, that's a menacing move. It is no matter fight or flight. They have comprehensive preparation for this. I would suggest taking.
But defense without attack will never bring us. Concerning the question, misleading questions twist people's opinion.
You have accepted it. Was it in front of the media?
I was there when. Well, I don't think it's going to be a complete mistake.
It is a crucial debate. Do your best.
You don't have to come along with me. I'm here to repel the pests in the
Thank you for your kindness, Miss Drubis. It is fun to stay in Miss Burton's suitcase. By the way, the pests you mentioned, I've heard of a kind of giant worm called the tatzelworm. They live in caves, about 2 to 5 feet long, and their heads are like, be very careful if you see one. Both its skin and breath are...
Hopefully we will not encounter any.
So, what do we disinfest?
Oak processionary moths. Perhaps a few... It's not enough to only rely on animals that live in symbiosis.
Do you mean that? A group of grey fluffers flying over there.
A swarm of oak processionary moths. They are preying on something.
Miss Druvis.
Take thy sword. Duel with someone fair and square.
I believe in you.
Merci.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
I know the moon, and this is an alien city.
Don't blink. Haven't you eaten? Shit.
Bravo.
Fine.
My sword sharp.
Never hesitate.
A little trick.
Leria sereno intenso ad infinito.
Wanna watch the aerial
Merci.
stunts? Fine. Don't blink.
Fight for the unarmed.
Oh.
Dang, dang.
Shit.
Bravo.
Merci.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
The sword is drawn. Fight for the unarmed.
Oh.
Bravo.
Merci.
I believe in you.
Never hesitate.
I know the moon, and this is an alien city. Depict the world I have
Follow
never
the
seen.
will
Whatever.
of gods.
Сколько
Each
побед?
moment, now night.
His trumpets sound. Judgment Day has come.
Swallow my exhaust. Red 38 is about to return.
This apple is deeply grateful for what you've done. I almost thought I was caught in a nightmare. Ugh, this apple is going to have peace.
They are very sensitive to the scent, with all due respect, even among all the plants.
So it was the scent that attracted them. Now, thank goodness we're here.
Mr. Apple, did you find out?
Yes, Miss Druvis. I brought something in as we planned earlier. I disguised myself and reached the office building next to us. There is a device to detect arcane power at the entrance. However, this apple pried out what we needed from the guards.
What is it? Did Miss Burton win on that voting list?
Sadly, not yet. It's not time for a formal vote. Everyone is cautious. Apart from that, there are some rumors in the Foundation. They are...
Rumors. It sounds as though the situation that Madame Z handles is more complicated and volatile than... However, the votes have not been lopsided under such bad circumstances. Perhaps that means the Arcanists who share our aspirations are not in the minority.
That said, I'm afraid we are starting a protracted war, Miss Druvis.
Yes, I know. I've taken inventory of the supplies. Although they have cut off the water and electricity supplies in the building, we can still live on the resources in the suitcase. There are fewer guards destroying the woods. Probably because the abatis works.
What worries this apple is that if the procedure to finalize the draft takes more than 4 weeks and a half,
we would then survive by gradually shrinking our territory until Madame Z's draft is... We have chosen the thorny trail, and so we are destined to burn our boat. Burton.
For this point, Captain and this apple have absolutely no... Then this apple will keep scouting around for updates, so that we could respond...
What are you looking at, Miss Sotheby?
Over there. It feels like...
Let's go back to the deep woods.
Isn't that scarf a bit too high profile?
I think it fits. You chose a grey.
Looks like you're fully prepared.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the first debate, graduated from the law. The other debater of the day. The topic of the debate today, storm reformation. All right, both sides are seated. Before we start the debate officially, I suggest we give Mark, the draft writer, an opportunity to introduce the draft. Would you please, Mark?
With pleasure. Storm Reformation and its advocates believe in such a goal. In this ever-changing environment smitten by the storm, this draft will help the Foundation win the trust of a considerable number of Arcanists who have different backgrounds and abilities in a more efficient and stable way.
That is exactly where I must raise an objection. The draft has a huge risk which Mark Hall has not realized at all.
No, sir. I totally understand what you're trying to say. You have put forward several questionable arguments to prove Verton's suspicion of disloyalty. In response to that, please allow me to invoke the following cases to prove Verton's competence for leading the unregistered arcanists. Please turn to page 373 of Verton's personnel file. As you can see, since Verton became the timekeeper, the number of unregistered arcanists she has rescued so far is 63. That is a number unmatched by that of anyone present. If that's not enough to prove her loyalty, let's continue.
I have to say, Mark, you have completely misunderstood my point of view. I don't care what Verton has done, but the feasibility of the draft. According to the existing regulations, the duties of educating and disciplining unregistered arcanists are taken by the School of Discipline. While you suggested in the draft that Timekeeper's personal teaching would replace the current collective training. Have you ever thought about the budget that we could possibly spend on it? The Foundation spends an alarming sum of money on education every year, and there is no way we pay extra for personal training.
What budget? I don't see why we're talking about budget all of a sudden. Did you really read the draft? I didn't mention a word about budget.
Of course you didn't, which exactly proves you have never realized the risk I just mentioned.
Oh, it seems the real topic of the debate has just surfaced. I believe everyone in the hall is looking forward to where it goes. So, Mark, in terms of this point, we would like to know your real thoughts.
The black... If I were the player... What is it?
Seneto asked me to give it to you personally.
Dear Madam Z, with this letter, I have been instructed to manage affairs on behalf of Timekeeper during her treat. Please let me know if there are any missions to alleviate the situation. I sincerely, Seneto.
Good news.